American Airlines Center. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. First game of this trip here for the Hornets. They're hoping to start it off with the W.
And you have to view this as an opportunity. Oftentimes on those short road trips, you really want to take care of your business. Show you can win those games on the road and keep that momentum.
If they can get a win tonight, they might start to think, hey, it's a short trip. Why don't we see if we can run the table? It's not out of the realm of possibility, and that mindset can be productive in trying to run the table.
Here's Johnson. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26.
Antetokounmpo, no good. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Hornets. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Left side, Miller. And Miller throws it down hard.
There's the athleticism of Miller on display.
Down low. And finished off by Lively.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
To the inside. Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfect.
The kick out to Porter. To the paint. It's stolen by Johnson. Into the lane. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Johnson's length makes him hard to deal with inside, which is why he's able to draw fouls.
First free throw is good. So Johnson hits 2 of them.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Here's Lively. The layup off target. The Hornets on offense. Inside. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Pass to Antetokounmpo. To the middle. Giannis dunks it down.
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
Wagner outside. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Williamson. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And finished off by Wagner.
How about Big Mo Wagner? Never waste an opportunity to throw it down, big fella.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79%. on the season.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Johnson down low. Miller outside. It's Williamson, top of the key. Shot clock at 6. Oh, he jams it right over Giannis Antetokounmpo. Wow!
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special. And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. Changing it up here. Hornets leading by 3. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Here's Highland. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. Connects from three-point range. Highland's got 6 points.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
It's rebounded by Johnson. Hornets leading by 7. Pass to Highland. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And the foul on Magic Johnson. That's his first foul. 1:02 left here in the opening quarter.
Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Here's Highland. He has 6. Johnson right side. And the Hornets call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Back to Jackson. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation. Mavericks trailed by 5. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Durant. Antetokounmpo inside. Screen by Giannis. Inside. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Talk about a high IQ baller. Durant read the pick and roll coverage perfectly there.
Here's Ingram. Off target at the rim.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Hornets lead by 3. And we'll be back.
18.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
Durant with it. Now guarded by Ingram. Back to KD. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Durant always ready to throw it down. You can't let him get close to the rack.
Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
The Mavericks trailer. Back to Giannis. There's Giannis with the slam.
Ouch. Unbelievable jam from a player who's given us more than his share of greatness in his time.
You're right, Greg. Defense was nothing but an afterthought on that drive to the hoop.
Well, I don't think anybody wanted to be the guy at the end of the wrong side on that post.
Shepard, that's good.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Over to the left wing. Island with it. He's got 6. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. Mavericks leading by 3. And here's Daniels. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. They set the screen. 5 on the clock. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And the Hornets call time here. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Will it go? Ingram trying to get open. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
You know, I love the fact, too, that they've been aggressive in penetrating the defense, attacking that paint, getting the ball inside. So far, their aggressiveness has ruled the day.
Jumps up and finished off by Lively.
Right at the rim. That's where Lively loves to get his opportunity.
Out to Ingram. Charlotte again missing. Mavericks leading by 6. Lively with the screen. To the inside. The rebound by Johnson. Knocked away. Stolen by Lively. Stolen by Magic. It's Miller on the wing. There's the 3. And Lively pulls it down.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
And Wagner over to help. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Hornets. 6-point game. And that one's good, Wagner.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Wasted no time on that one. He has 6.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead. And you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
No good with the layup. Mavericks leading by 7. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
1:27 left now here in the second. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. There's 1:26 left in the first half. Ingram attacking. Tipped away.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Boy, it's a joy to watch Ingram as he's developed. One of the hardest working players in the game.
Out to the right wing. Off with the layup.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Nobody near Allen. And the three ball is good. Allen's got his second basket of the night.
And this is Allen's game. One of the quickest releases we've ever seen. Amazing shooting off that pass.
Miller with a wide open look. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Miller's got 5 now.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Clock at 6. Johnson over to help. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And the Hornets call time here. And some changes here for the Hornets. Five seconds left in the first half of basketball. With 1 on the clock. And so that's the end of the first half. The Mavericks on top, leading by 8. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Mavericks leading by 8. Durant just inside the line. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and, Greg, efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again. KD is right at the top of that list.
2 on the clock. A 3 ball. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Pass to Jackson. Williamson, the screen. Fires away from outside. Jackson misses.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Now Daniels. For the three. That one's not going to go. Hornets trail by 10. Driving to the basket. Williamson left side. "17-foot shot on the way."
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the NBA again set records for attendance. Overall, arenas were filled to 98% of capacity. Commissioner Adam Silver says we're in a great position. You almost can't fit more people in our arenas. Kevin, he made it clear the area for growth is in media and especially in mobile viewing.
David, you know this, directly to the fan. I mean, my goodness, all the different ways you can consume the game, it's beautiful. And the Hornets call time here. Hornets trail by 13. Pass to Jackson. Loads it up for Williamson. Now Daniels. Kicks it out to Allen. Back to Daniels. To the paint, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And so it's Charlotte with it. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Next step for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip.
And this offense needed that one after 4 misses to start the half.
Durant with a wide-open look. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. KD's got the lead up to 14 now for the Mavs. They get it back. Here's Salong. No good on the three.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Allen with it. Guarded down by Jackson. Shepard, that's good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside Jackson. Beyond the arc. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And it's Williamson missing.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Clearly, the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. 1:46 left here in the third quarter.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stop.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Now the Mavericks with it. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. We've got 1:18 left to play in the third. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Charlotte Hornets. Launches it. Got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession. And the Mavericks call time here. There's 39 seconds left in the third. And two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Johnson with incredible athleticism and uses it to bully the defense there.
The first free throw is good. Dallas calls timeout. And Johnson drops them both.
You know, Johnson is really one of the more unique point guards that we've had in the game over the years. And he's able to do it with style and substance.
He takes it in.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Allen for three. Drains the three-pointer. Allen's got 8 points.
Allen is lights out. as a three-point shooter. Love how fast his release is. Staple gun quick.
Down low. Seconds left. And he bangs it home with one hand.
You know, didn't need two hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time.
Yeah, I like the variety, though. Nice to switch it up.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He kept off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
And so it...
36.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
Pass to Allen. From past the arc. Jacks up a three. Six on the shot clock. From downtown, the Hornets pull it in.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Here's Wagner. That's no good, but only his first miss in 6 shots. With the teardrop. The rebound by Johnson. Poked away. Pass to Wagner. For three, Ingram. Hands it from downtown. Ingram's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Hornets.
Well, here in the second half, it's pretty obvious. They've gone to the long ball to try to keep pace.
Timeout, Dallas. So both teams making some changes here. Dallas leading by 20.
And when he's healthy, Zion is a force, an athletic freak who makes an impact on both ends.
Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Mavericks?
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific, doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Allen outside. Tries it from 19.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Hornets trail by 19. Johnson surveying the floor. It's deflected.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Pass to Shepard. Lets the three fly. They get it back. Back to Daniels. Off target with his three.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Ingram right side. Shot from 12. The Mavericks pull it in. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Pass to Daniels. They set the pick. Here's Allen. Back to Daniels. And stolen by Miller. The finish. And finished off by Williamson.
And what confidence from the big fella. Williamson runs the floor like a deer, and that assertiveness to attack. Love it.
Timeout, Mavs. Dallas leading by 17. Pass to Lively. No good with the layup. And so it's Highland who brings the ball up for Charlotte. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And it's sent back by KD. He gets that one. And that's now 7 points from Brandon Miller.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Can they get it? Down it goes!
Take that rack down!
What a slam!
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys. Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
Count the basket. And the Mavericks lead by 17.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
Pass to Ingram. Just 5 on the clock. Out to Miller. Durant with the steal. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Mavericks.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And guys, sometimes it's hard during the first meeting of the season to get a feel for a team. But these guys came out and made the necessary adjustments, and they have to feel good about going up 1-0 in the season series here against the Hornets.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Clark, when you played, virtually every team had an enforcer. But that is a rare breed, it seems, in today's game.
Yeah, that's a good observation by you, I think, Kevin. I mean, a lot of teams had more than one enforcer back in the early 80s when I was playing. There's less physicality in general in the NBA today. I think that's why you see fewer enforcers, and there's a much greater premium on skill level than the enforcement component that existed in the early 80s and maybe a little beyond that.
No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw. .104 left in the game. Hornets trail by 18. Johnson. And it's Johnson with the jam. Off the inbound. And he makes good on the layup.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Took him no time at all on that one. Tries a three off the inbound. And it's Wagner with the rebound. And here's Charlotte. Pass to KD. .32 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Misses from short range. Inside. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Assist from Magic Johnson.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Excellent D there by Johnson. And the foul on Magic Johnson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.